All right. Good morning to everyone on the call, or afternoon, or evening. You are at the right place at the right time for the right reason. Our training, y'all. Everybody, we're going to bring it today. So please make sure if you do not have pens, yes, I said pens, plural, pencils, so that the tip of your pencil doesn't break, a pad of paper or a bunch of paper, go get it right now while you hear me talk. Because when the presentation begins, you're not going to want to get up. In fact, I sure hope you don't sit back and think you're going to put your feet up and relax, because that's not what this training is all about. This is to help us grow our business. All right, so this is going to be an awesome one. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You didn't bring excitement. You could tell I did. Sure enough, because I know what's going on. Now, before we begin our training, there are some things we need to go over as a team. All right? Team means together, everyone achieves more for our trainings. Our Saturday trainings are huge. Please make sure your team is together. My team is here, so I sure hope you know your team is on the call as well. 11 a.m. Eastern Time where I am, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. in the UK, and 5 p.m. Nigeria. Our Thursday trainings, if you have not been able to make one yet, please make it a point this week to make your Thursday trainings. They're about a half an hour long, all right? You could do this. 9:30 where I am, Eastern Standard Time. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Where? Join.me, the same place that got you here. That's what's going to take you to the Thursday trainings, right? So invite all your Four Corners team. If you've dialed in and you can see the screen but you cannot hear it, please click the phone icon at the top of your screen, right there. Then click call via internet, your choice, or call by phone. Our team mindset training is all about phone etiquette. Because so much of our business building is done over the phone, then of course this is very important. What does that mean? Phone etiquette, support the calls. Show up for the calls. Bring excitement. Woohoo! I'm here. I'm here. You here? You here? I know you are. Greet each other. That's why we need to get on the calls a little earlier. No other conversations needs to be going on. This is very important. Eliminate noise. Bring guests. Please make sure you invite people. Not just your team, but invite the prospects. People that are interested. Come on the call. Let's hear what's going on. Promote the calls. Tell everybody, everybody, everybody. Don't leave anything out. When you have good news, you tell everybody about it. And please be early in the calls. Ladies and gentlemen, I can almost hear the drum roll. That moment that we've all been waiting for has arrived. Now, before we introduce to some, I am so honored to introduce to some, so honored to present to others, the one who empower us with the knowledge that we need to grow our business. Oh, he is someone who will be able to show us the best possible way to make money using a proven system. Due to his outgoing personality, I know he's having fun meeting so many great people. And can you imagine how much traveling he gets to do? Wow. Oh, okay. That must be nice. Lucky him. Oh, and by the way, if there's a question you may have, he's definitely the one you will want to ask. He is oh so detail oriented when it comes to growing his business. In just a moment, you are about to find out how organized he is by the way of his presentation. Oh, and for those who do not know, he has thousands on his team. I know you want to know why. He has a strong desire to help people. So please make sure you give your undivided, full attention to Mr. Harry Flynn.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. My goodness. How do I top that? How on earth do I top that? Thank you so much, I tell you, it's just incredible. You got me almost at a loss of words. Truly, you do. I do truly appreciate that incredible introduction. Your excitement and your passion for what it is you do, your professionalism is just uncanny. And you really put me at a loss because it's just hard to hear someone speak and say those kinds of things about yourself. And so I can just say thank you. Um, it's almost like a waffle, I guess, being smothered with syrup. My goodness, you know. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you guys know, for those of you that's listening and paying attention, that this young lady that just spoke about me said all those incredible things about myself, but never did she once say anything about her. She did not even give you her name. And I want to take the honor to tell you that. That is the awesome Mrs. Jeline Parker. And she is the host of our meetings, of our trainings. It's her passion, her energy. You guys can feel it. And it's an honor to be in business. Really, myself, it's an honor to be in business with a person with that kind of charisma, that kind of passion and focus and excitement for what she's doing. So thank you, Mrs. Parker, for letting me take part in this monumental time in our business right now. Thank you so much for that introduction. Okay, well, today I've been given a blessing, an honor, a privilege to talk about something very dear to the building of our business. As Mrs. Parker said earlier, I heard her talking about and giving hints, clues about everyone having pad and pen. I think she even said one time I heard her say pens plural. She's such an instructor, you know. But I think she meant it. She's very serious about wanting everyone to bring your own pad and pen. And there cannot be a stronger hint, hint, clue than taking notes. I learned myself from a mentor years ago that to think is to put it in ink. So please have your pad and pencil. Because today, man, this is so key. You know, we're going to talk about the details today and the steps, the processes, the system. Someone told me that system actually stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. System. Well, today we all together have an honor and a privilege to look at the system to get one off to a successful start, not just a start, okay? But what do you have to do to get off to a successful start? You know, sometimes that can be kind of difficult. And so you do need a system because many times in the beginning of a business like this, one can be overjoyed. They can be so excited that they don't know what to do first. Some of you guys can relate to that. Being so excited, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. You know, you're just excited. But let's think about it. Who could not get excited about a bona fide, legitimate global opportunity to spend a one time out of pocket of just $54 or maybe even less for a potential, a chance, not a promise, not a guarantee, for that is up to you, but just a chance to earn millions through the global economy? Who couldn't get excited about that? Everybody does. But who can be focused and disciplined enough to follow the blueprint, to follow the exactness? Is that you? Well, if it's not you, would you like it to be you? Well, you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to go through those steps today. So let's start with a very pertinent discussion. I invite you guys to listen along with me. Okay? Number one, you got to remember our Four Corners business is global. That's very key. I challenge you to think what global means to you. How do you interpret global? Do you interpret global as just your county, your city, everyone you know in your subdivision, in your building? What is global to you? Exactly. You know what global means. Well, our business is global. That means you can build it anywhere you want right from where you are. It's global. Our business is very important because financial literacy is important. I can tell you firsthand, personally, that financial literacy is massively important. You're listening to someone that has made millions in this industry. You're also listening to someone that's lost millions in this industry because, although I did not know it at the time, I was financially illiterate. Well, I'm jacked out of my mind now because I've been blessed. I've been provided by my Creator an opportunity, this time make millions, but put those millions to work for me rather than me just working for the millions. I kind of like that concept. What about you? Okay? So, our business is very important because all over the world, people need to better understand financial matters, how to control money, how money works, how they can put money to work as opposed to them working just for the money. So it's important. And lastly, it's an opportunity to earn millions on one end and hundreds of thousands on the other. You choose. You choose. Either way, you follow the exact blueprint. It's an opportunity, not a guarantee, not a promise, because that would be unethical. If I were to look someone in the eye and guarantee them that they could, have these millions and they're going to, make these hundreds of thousands of dollars, that would be unethical because it's up to that individual. Are they willing to work for it? Are they willing and capable to follow an exact blueprint to have such? That's up to the individual. But it is truly an opportunity to earn millions on one end and hundreds of thousands on the other. Personally, I would take either one. Okay? So, I want to bring something to your attention. Let's begin with the end in mind. Let's reiterate that. We want to make certain that we begin with the end in mind. That's very key, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my business partners. So, we're going to get into some really great stuff today, detailed stuff. But first, I want to make sure that your business is set up properly. Too many people in our company are not having their business set up properly. So I'm going to challenge you right now to block everything out right now. All the problems, all the concerns from earlier this morning, okay? Problems with the pets, uncomfortable weather issues. Maybe you're not feeling quite well right now, headache here, a little nook and cranny over there. You're just not feeling as good as you would like to feel. Put all that to the side right now. Just try and focus. We're going to go through about maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of just some setup information, just to make sure that your business is set up properly. What you're looking at here is the link to your back office. This is your back office. All of you should know how to get here. If you don't, I'm going to show you how to get here in the next few minutes. Okay? You log into your back office and you're going to key in your site name and your password, naturally. Okay? And that's going to bring you to what we call your dashboard. Your dashboard. We know what a dashboard is. Okay. You got some basic controls there. And under this little tab over here that you see highlighted in green, it says settings. There are 4 settings I want to bring to your attention that is quite unique to our company. In fact, it's unique to our industry, how you can set up the operation of your business. So you want to make sure these settings are in place. Now, they're optional, but I want to have you understand what the option is, be it yes or no. And then you can make that decision. And either decision you make, well, that's your decision, and you build your business with that understanding. You've made a decision as to how you want to build your business. But I just want to review these things with you very quickly. So again, the first setting is pretty much an automated setting. When you get started, most of you will already have this setting in place. It wasn't that way in the beginning when I started about 18 months ago. Okay, but we really fine tuned the operation of our business over the last 18 months, and that is specifically attributed to our CEO and founder, Mr. David Harrison. He's listened to what we're doing in the field. He sees what we're doing, and he pays attention to what our needs are if we're leading and producing. Then he works with us to give us the things we need. So when you start, your setting here is 6. And what that means is, as the screen says here, this allows for automatic upgrades to level 6 as commissions are earned. I like that. I like that. Okay. So you want that to happen because as you come into business, you may start over here somewhere, but as you build the business, automatically it will move you up to the higher paying commissions automatically, just as you enroll or invite people into your business. I'm going to give credos right now to Mrs. Brenda Motley for helping me understand that it's better to look at it as enrolling people or inviting people as opposed to just getting people. Thank you, Mrs. Motley, for making me realize that. A second setting, okay, is your enrollees setting. Now, again, brand new, did not have this 18 months ago, but we fine tuned the operation of our business. So, what does it mean? Okay, each of your personal enrollees will start at level 3 if you click number 3. Okay? Now, these settings probably take no more than a minute, if that. They're very, very quick. Okay? When I got started, everyone could only come in at, come on, cursor, product 1. Okay? Made things kind of crazy. So, we recommend that everyone sets their enrollees at 3. You could go 4, 5, or 6, but you're going to soon see why you don't want to do that. So 3 is a very good setting. It's $54.60, and they're starting right there. And then as you build the business will automatically move you to 4, 5, and 6. So you want it set at 3. Next setting, okay, is our newsletter setting. That is off initially, okay? Now, you have the option to leave it off. However, look at what I'm putting on the screen here for your viewing pleasure. This setting will put you and keep you on the monthly newsletter as commissions are earned, which has a residual income of up to over $76,000 per month. Now, if you don't want any part of that, no problema. Just turn it off. Okay? And you don't have to worry about any portion of $76,000 a month hitting your household. It is your choice. If you want a portion of that, as much of that as you can get, turn it on. Okay? And then set about the business of building your organization. Okay. Next setting is a second income stream or residual income stream that we offer. Very, very unique, again, to our business. Very unique, again, to our industry. What does that mean? Don't just hear the words coming out of my mouth, but I challenge you to understand the words coming out of my mouth. That is your challenge. What does that mean? Don't just hear the words, understand them. Most unique. There is no other company in our industry that offers you two different residual incomes from one team build, and we have a residual income here, the Starian subscription. That is a global marketing software or application or system that markets your business globally and pays you a residual on every person in your worldwide organization that so chooses to use Starian. They pay it residually. And up front, our residual Starian commission is 4 times that of our basic newsletter residual. The Starian marketing system, as you see here for your viewing pleasure, will, if you turn it on, will put and keep you on the monthly Starion marketing as commissions are earned, which has an additional residual income of up to just over $54,000 per month. You do the math. 76,000 plus 54,000. You do the math. For a potential, that's residually. That means month after month after month, even year after year after year, for as long as you're building your business and people in your organization worldwide are using the monthly newsletter and the monthly Starion marketing system. We're going to talk more about that in just a little bit, but very key. Now, you're not done. Those are the four settings. At the end, you must click Update at the very bottom left of your screen. That will have all of your four settings take effect. If ever you wanted to change your settings, turn something off, or turn it on later, again, you go into your settings, you turn it on or off, whatever your choosing is, right from your dashboard, okay? And you hit Update. Okay, next. Okay, after you log into your back office, but again, that's your site name and password, you're going to come to your dashboard. On your dashboard, if you look to the bottom of it, here's what you're going to see. Something that looks like this. You're going to have what's known as your website referral links. Let me go back here. I'm always jumping ahead. I do apologize. These are your website referral links. You have several of them. I'm highlighting a few of them here for you. Here's your personal site. Now, this is your personal website. If you cut and paste this address, you see that's mine right there, okay? And you send it to a friend, a prospect, a potential enrollee. They click on it, and that's how they can sign up right into as your personal enrollee, okay? That's how you sponsor someone, okay? Another site. Too many people don't look at this, and I'm honored to show this to you. It's your retail store. I can hear someone saying, retail store? I got a store? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You do. You have a retail store. And in that store is all of our financial literacy ebooks. They can be downloaded to anyone's computer anywhere in the world. Instantly, at the snap of a finger, they put in their credit card information, they pay for the ebook, and they're downloaded right from your website, from your retail store, right to their computer. And they can read all of these incredible pieces of information on financial literacy. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at that real quick. There it is. You see, if you were to click on this little link right here, your retail store, and you cut and paste this and sent it to a friend, anyone that's interested in your products, this is what they're going to see. Now, I'm going to challenge you right now. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and work with me here because this is training. Lean forward. I couldn't make this as large as I wanted it to. What I did was I just went into my retail store and I made a screen print of it so you can see all of our 16 ebooks. Okay? But here's what I want to bring to your attention. Notice the price of them. See, the retail price is 25% markup from what you pay. We call this our seventh income stream, where you can market or sell retail all of our products. These are very real products. I come across people, as I'm sure you do, every day. Well, what's the product? See, in their minds, they think it's got to be something tangible that they got to feel and they got to pay shipping costs and, and that kind of thing. Our products are ebooks. They're real products. These are written by financial gurus. Many of them have spent many years as investors on Wall Street. In fact, one of our co-founders is Mr. James Yarbrough. He's a financial whiz, and he's the author of many of our financial literacy ebooks. But let me show you what the prices are. For example, when you come into business, your first financial literacy products, Financial Literacy 1, it costs you $10. But if you notice, if you were to retail it, it retails for $16. That's a 25% markup. So that's $6, $6, $6 US, I should say, goes immediately into your pocket. Okay? Look at Financial Literacy 2. Here are the set of books over here for Financial Literacy 2. It costs you $10. But again, it retails for $16. You make the $6 profit instantly. Okay. Financial Literacy 3. These are the ebooks that come with that. It costs you $25. It retails for $33.25 US. Okay? That $8.25 is your profit. That's a 25% markup. Okay, let's skip ahead here. The financial literacy ebooks, level 6, the financial literacy ebooks, there's a whole bunch of them. It gets into big time investing, forex trading, options trading. It talks about so many different things. Commercial real estate, international markets, just so many things. And these books are always being updated as we speak. They're constantly being worked on. But look, you pay $300 for them, but it retails for $3.99. That's almost $100 that you could make if you were to retail it. So I want to bring these things to your attention because many people don't recognize we have a retail store, and they retail for higher than we pay for them. But these are awesome, awesome, awesome products here. I was talking to a partner of mine a while back, and we were talking about what if you built your business and globally you acquired 100 newsletter customers. You acquired 100 newsletter customers. Well, it costs you $29.95. They pay $39.95 for this investment news bulletin. You make roughly $10 per newsletter that you market. Well, if you had 100 customers, $10 times 100, isn't that $1,000? That's $1,000 a month added to your income. It's residual. Every month they go to their store, your store, from their site, their computer. They don't have to go anywhere. They don't even have to go to the mailbox. They don't have to wait for the postal delivery. They can go to your retail store, put in their little $39.95, and they can download that month's monthly newsletter. You just made $10. 100 customers, $1,000 added to your income residually. What if you had an extra $1,000 every month hitting your household just cause? Would it help? Is a good question for you to answer. Would it help? Well, set about the business of, as you're building, market your products. Bring people's attention to the content of them and develop yourself a customer base. That's your option. Okay. Next thing, if you click on your join or sign up, your product links, look at the bottom of that. You click on your product links. It brings up this screen for you. Watch this. It opens up a little white box with 6, I'm only showing you 5 here, but 6 different product levels that you can send to people and have them start their business with. This is what we recommend right here, product level 3. Okay? If you set that at 3, as I showed you earlier, then everyone that goes to your link, when you enroll someone or you invite someone, they click on your link, they will automatically themselves start, just like you did. This is a built-in duplicatable model. You do it, they will do it. So as I like to jokingly say, watch what you do. It ain't what you say. Watch what you do. Okay? This is a built-in duplicatable model here. You start at level 3, you set it at level 3, everyone you invite to the business, they will start at level 3 because they're following you. So again, hint, hint, clue, clue. It ain't what you say, it is what you do. Hint, hint, clue, clue. All right, we're almost there. All right, getting started. This is our conversation today. Again, this is all review. Many of you on my team already have this in your possession. I've recorded this information, but I want to set you guys up for the building of the business. Before I do that, I want to make certain that we review, that we have clear in our minds, because repetition is the mother of learning. That's how we learn things. We hear it or we see it so often, it becomes something that is a part of our psyche. We begin to understand it unconsciously. Unconsciously. That's why I'm showing this to you again. So hang with me here for a second. Again, many of you have not watched your getting started videos. Getting started videos. Yeah, getting started videos. It's right on your dashboard. Right here, I'm highlighting it for you. You click on getting started from your dashboard, and this will take you to the awesome videos describing your back office. Take a look at them. It's going to look something like this. Okay? And over to the right, you'll have these 5 steps that as you finish each one, it will automatically indicate completed. As you finish step 2, you're watching the story and profile videos, it will mark it completed. Because a lot of times I get questions, as I'm sure you do too. I'm no different than you are. People ask you, what is this staking thing, or a stake thing, something? What is that? Starian, yes, Starian. What is that? Well, that tells me they're in the business, but they haven't watched their back office videos. That's all that says. So they watch it, they'll see, and it'll explain what Starian is and how it works. These videos are probably 1 minute. There's about a series of them, but they're no more than, say, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Some of them are less than that. Some might be maybe 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It just kind of gives you an overview of what Starian is. After all, this is your business. Can you imagine trying to recruit someone or enroll someone or invite someone into your business, and they ask you, what's Starian thing all about? How does that work? And you cannot answer the question? Don't you think they'll look at you kind of funny? You're inviting me to be a part of your business and you don't know what Starian is? You can't explain it? Hmm. They start to tap dance, step away from you. They start to be filled with doubt. And 1% doubt, they're out. Check that out. 1% doubt, and they are out. And where that doubt come from? That doubt came from you not knowing, you not understanding. It's your fault. And it should be. It is your business. Okay. Then you got the settings. There's a video that talks about your settings. I know many people have not even done step 1. They haven't even verified all of their entries in their back office. Do that. Do that. Okay. Step 4. How do I get my money? Now, how could you not know how to withdraw your money? It would shock you how many people on this team do not know how to get access to their money. Now, doesn't that sound crazy? Can you imagine having money in a bank and you don't know how to get to it? Yeah. Doesn't that sound crazy? You got money in the bank and you don't know how to get to it. Duh. Duh. Okay, so watch the video on withdraw requests. It shows you how to get your money. Okay, and step 5, back office tour. Folks, you got to agree with me. Isn't this simple? It really is. It's simple. I've never seen anything like this before. This is top notch. Top notch. Okay, let's move forward. You must watch your back office tour videos. It's right there. Okay, you have a problem. Nothing is perfect. We're not perfect. You're not perfect. Perfection left here over 2,000 years ago. Perfection is not required of anyone. So sometimes there's a hiccup here, a hiccup there. We just got a video this earlier week, just a few days ago, okay, from our CEO and founder, Mr. David Harrison, announcing some glitches that happened, some technical glitches. He addressed it, he resolved it, put a communication out there for everybody to see. Things go wrong. As awesome as Microsoft is, They have problems. AOL, Apple, they have problems. Okay? You know, any company, anybody, nothing is perfect. So if there's a problem, you need help with something, open up a support ticket. To open a support ticket from your dashboard, just click the support button. I am showing it to you right here. You click on support. I need help. I need support. And voila! A new screen pops up. You fill in the blanks. What is it about? Give me some details on what your problem is. Okay? And submit it. That's it. They'll, on the right, you'll see a history of any of your open tickets. Are there any open tickets you still have? Which ones were closed? And you'll see the details. I'm showing you one of my past support issues. Okay? Here was an issue where I had moved and I did not receive my 1099 because this is a legitimate business. I didn't receive my 1099. And so I sent a support ticket to the support. And they got back to me and said, well, they didn't have my new address. That was my bad. It wasn't on them. I did not change the address in my back office. So my 1099 was mailed out to the wrong location. So they resent it to me. Case closed. Real simple here, ladies and gentlemen. You have a very real global business. I want to encourage you to pay attention to it. Are you right now listening? I hope you are. I hope you're paying attention because great. Fantastic. Now we're ready to start cooking. We're ready to start building our business. Now, what are the exact steps to a successful start? We just went through the setup, but this is what I'm going to call part 2. I went through some information. Ladies and gentlemen, this, part 2, what I'm about to cover, this is where you actively participate in your own rescue. This is where we've thrown you the life preserver, and now it's up to you to reach up and grab it so that we can pull you into safety. This is where you must actively participate in your own rescue. I think that's fair. I don't think there's any problem with that. You should not be upset with anybody for that. Why shouldn't you participate in your own rescue? So, with that being said, let me allow you to stop listening to my voice for 5 minutes. And I'm going to ask our host for today to please. Thank you, Mrs. Parker. Thank you so much. Open up the lines, everybody. So I want everybody to be respectful, be very, very respectful. And this is your time. This is your time. Are there any questions that I can answer for you right now? Please think back. What did you just see? Anything that you need clarity on, go right ahead. You can speak. I can hear you. No matter where you are, any question?
Any Flynn, I would like to know pay it forward works.
Okay, great question. Your name, sir, and where are you?
This is Kwame.
Kwame, okay, great. Great question, Kwame. You're up in Connecticut. Yeah. Kwame's question is, he's obviously been in his back office, and he saw there are 4 or 5 bins of that hold money. And Kwame's question is, what is paid forward? What is paid forward, and how does it work? Now, look, folks, ladies and gentlemen, the lines are open, so please be quiet and be respectful to Kwame's question. Okay? How does pay it forward work? Here's what pay it forward is. Pay it forward allows you to load money into that bin through your checking account from your available balance. You can move money into the pay it forward bin. That allows you to pay for people getting started in their business. Just that simple. Someone they want to come in and you want to pay the $18 for them. You have money in your pay it forward account. They can access that account, and they will be their $18 to start will come out of your pay it forward account. Or they want to start at $54.60. If you approve that, they can pay for it out of your Pay It Forward account. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, Kwame?
Kind of, but does it cost you any extra money? Because last time when I was doing it, I think it said it cost me extra money to do it that way.
No, it really doesn't. You just load money out there, and it's coming from your card. I think you pay a little bit for the money is coming out of your account. We're talking about
Right.
maybe I think it might be $1 or $3. I'm not certain, but I
Right.
don't use
Yeah.
it myself personally. But I can get back to you on the exact amount. But it's very trivial. It's just the cost of the transaction.
Okay.
Okay. If you don't
Hello,
mind,
Harry.
let me look at. Yes, go ahead.
This is Catching Cam.
Yes, Captain Kim, how are you, leader? You want
I
to add
want to
something? You want to add
how much?
something to Kwame's question?
Yes, I want to add something to Kwame's question. You
Please.
know, let the pay it forward is very straightforward. If it's $18, it's $18 that is taken out of your available balance or from your pay it forward account if there's money is in there. But if you are using another way to pay in for somebody, the fees are not are deducted from the source where the money is coming from. So
Okay.
that has nothing to do with Four Corners. So the paid forward is done to be paid from your available balance or your paid forward account.
Okay. So then, what about Kwame's concern that he remembers there being an additional fee? Can you
No,
answer that, Miss Kim?
there's no additional fee. It is
Okay.
$18 or 54.60. There's no
Okay.
additional fee when you do paid forward.
Okay. Very good. Well,
Okay.
listen, Miss and Kim, thank you for that. Any other comment, Kwame? Where are you now with that question?
Yeah, I have a better understanding now.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes. I
Very good.
put a support ticket in as well. So
There you go. That's always another option for you. Thank you for recognizing that. Thank you for the question, Kwame. We do appreciate that. And more so, thank you, Miss Kati and Kim out of Canada, for your input. We really appreciate that. That's what leaders do. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? This is your time. What do you need to have a better understanding of? Anybody from anywhere, please chime in. Yes, yes, go ahead. I hear someone saying my name.
Got a question asking about the escrow account.
Fantastic. Coach Parker, can you come to the mic? Step to the mic so we can hear you, please. Go ahead.
How about that? Can you hear me better?
Not really. So can everybody hear Coach Parker okay?
No.
I don't
Yes.
hear you very well. Okay, try it again.
How about now? Can you hear me okay?
Okay, go ahead. You still seem like at a distance, but go ahead. Let's see. I can hear you. Ask your question.
Well, you explained how the escrow account works, and I understand. It's really great because I actually got money. But the question was asked to me, and I think maybe you could answer that for everyone. That would be really good.
Okay.
Can you hear me? It was about the escrow account.
Oh, the escrow account. Okay,
Yeah.
that's your question. Your question is, how does the escrow account work? Again, great question. And these are things that's massively important to the understanding of your business. What is the escrow account? Let me take a moment to answer that for you. Okay. Our comp plan pays commissions based on the sale of our products. Now, the way it works is this. Try to listen to this, everybody. Okay? You're building an organization. For example, if someone on your fourth generation or your fourth row or your fourth level, for example, if that person, wherever they are in the world, if they went out and bought the Financial Literacy 4 product series or ebooks, they're paying $60 for that. Okay? The commission paid on that is two people are going to get $24. Okay? Now, for you to get that $24 commission, okay, you have to own yourself that fourth level financial literacy products. You have to own it. If you don't have level 4 in financial literacy 4, if you don't have that, you cannot get paid on someone buying it. You have to own it first. It's ethics. So listen very carefully. If you've only purchased up to level 3, and someone on your level 4 buys the 4th level financial literacy product, that $24 commission will not go to you. It's going to go into your escrow account. Please be quiet, please. Someone's talking. I need you to be quiet, please. Out of respect for your business partners, please be quiet. Someone asked a very important question. You must listen. If you don't want to hear it, be quiet, mute your phone so other people can hear it. Okay. If you don't have level 4 product, it goes into your escrow account, and you will be sent an email from the company. Says, we have money for you, but we can't give it to you because you're not qualified to receive it yet. And it will stay in your escrow account for 2 weeks, 14 days, giving you time to either purchase it yourself so you can get paid on it, or build your business so that the business will automatically purchase it for you, and then that escrow money will automatically move right into your available balance. So it's a holding bin. It's a holding bin. It doesn't take the money from you, which is what it used to do. That was not there when I started and when Ms. Kati and Kim started. We did not have an escrow account. Okay? So now the company doesn't take money from you. You don't lose it. They put it into your escrow account for you. And they tell you, you have money in escrow, do this, and we'll move it to your available balance. So, Coach Parker, does that answer your question? And I think you were probably asking for others around you. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Okay. Is anybody? Go ahead.
May I add something to that?
Please do, Ms. Kim.
Okay. Another thing that many people are not aware of is sometimes you might be at level, you only own level 2 ebook. Then somebody below you purchases level 4 book. So it goes into your escrow account. Mm-hmm. A good thing about this company is that it enables you to use the money that is in your escrow account to purchase your ebooks and upgrade your stuff.
Wait a minute. You know what? I didn't know that. Can you say that again, please, Ms. Kim? That's powerful. Say that again. I want to make sure I heard it correctly. Go ahead.
So when the money is in your escrow account, and you can actually use that money to purchase the ebook needed for you to upgrade. Let's say, for example, you are only at level 2. That's the only books that you have purchased, level 1 and 2. And then somebody below you purchases level 4 ebook. That's $24. So for you to be at level 3, you will need $25. So you can actually use the $24 plus another dollar into your from your available balance to upgrade to level 3.
Let the church say amen. Amen again. Amen again. That is awesome. I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. What leadership. Folks, great question. I understand that now. Does everyone understand what Ms. Kim said?
Yes.
Are you guys excited about that?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
I mean, understand the real business that you have. I did not know that. Thank you, Ms. Kati and Kim. I did not know that. So, if 25 is needed and you got 24 in your escrow, you can use that 24 and just add $1 to it to get what you need. I like that. If 100 is what you needed and you got 60 in escrow, just use that 60 in escrow and just add 40 to it. Did I say that correctly, Ms. Kim?
That's correct. That's correct.
I like that. Thank you for answering that question. And it goes back to where it initiated, Coach Tracy Parker. My goodness. You see what happens when questions are asked? You see, that's why sometimes I want to thank Coach Parker for asking that question. Because had he not asked that question, I would not have had the opportunity to learn the answer. along with him. So Coach Parker just helped me. He helped me by asking a question that I did not know the answer to. And because I am a leader and I am determined to get this right, it made me do my research to get the answer. That works for everybody. Any other questions out there? Any other questions?
If no one else has one, I do have one more. I'm in a room with a bunch of people.
Go ahead, Coach Parker. Go ahead. This is for us. We're not on the clock here. Go ahead. Ask that question. People are listening.
Someone else asked the question: can you apply that escrow account to the pay it forward account? In other words, can you apply that escrow to any other?
I don't know.
No. You can only use it. You can only use it to upgrade.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so we can only use the escrow monies to upgrade if needed. Very good. Okay, any other questions on any other topics? Feel free, guys. Don't be ashamed. This is your time. Just ask the question. Even if you don't want to ask the question, you can chat the question. Go into the chat box and chat your question. I'll see it and can answer the question. Or either, if I don't see it, I know that our host, Jalene Parker, Miss Jalene Parker, will see it. So you can chat your question as well. Okay? And I'm assuming that our host today, Mrs. Jalene Parker, is not seeing any questions in the chat box. Is that correct?
Yes, I'll be looking.
Very good. Very good. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for your questions. Great questions. Truly they were. Very appropriate questions. We got some answers. And I want to thank immensely our, as I call her, the ambassador to Africa, although she resides in the great country of Canada. As she likes to say, all the way from Canada. Ms. Kati and Kim, thank you so much for your input. We appreciate that. Okay, folks, I'm going to ask our host right now, Mrs. Jalene Parker, if she will close the lines so we can have some quietness, and then we'll begin and condense. Thank you all so much. Great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the nitty-gritty here. This is what separates the men from the boys. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we separate the serious from the not so serious. We get into the trenches right about now. We're going to get dirty. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where meals are missed. Sleep becomes minimal. Nights seem shorter, yet the days seem longer. This is where things get messy. Very messy. But wait a minute here. You said this is about getting started. Psych. Yes, I did, didn't I? But I also said you must begin with the end in mind. Don't forget that part. You must begin with the end in mind. For just as coal is to diamond, you must first be pressurized. You must first be pressurized. You see, my friends, being pressurized is what separates the men from the boys. Being pressurized is where the rubber meets the road. Oh, yeah. Being pressurized is separating the serious from the not so serious. Believe me, being pressurized is getting into the trenches and getting dirty. See, being pressurized is where meals are missed and sleep becomes minimal. In fact, being pressurized is why the nights seem shorter and the days seem longer. Being pressurized is the reason things get messy. Very messy. So enough said. Let's get busy and break it down like a fraction as to the process of getting yourself and others started. You are about to see all the skillful details of a successful start. So, pay attention and be thankful for all the bad things in your life, for they open your eyes to the good things you weren't paying attention to before. It's called a blessing. It's called a blessing. Like many people cannot see the arrow in the FedEx sign, it's there. It's there. It's always been there. Many can't see it. Are you focused? Are you in front of your monitor right now? Is this your positioning? Are you paying attention? Do you have the eye of the tiger? Do you? Your eyes are open, but can you see? Can you see? Are you focused? Are you focused? Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Here we go. Warm market memory jogger. Have you looked at it? This is how you get started. This is where it gets messy. You see, how often do I hear people saying, and perhaps you've heard people, I don't know anybody. I've talked to everybody I know. Nobody wants to do this. I've done so many things before and it didn't work. I don't have any more warm market. Who are teachers? Know any? Who works at your bank? Thought about that? Do you know anyone who ever sold Avon? Mary Kay. Who likes team sports? Anybody comes to mind? Can you think of anyone that likes team sports? Who enjoys being around high energy people? Have you talked to them? It's only a question. We're only asking the question. Hey, by the way, real quick, if there was a way to take a one-time out-of-pocket of $54 and turn it into several hundred thousand, would you want to know about it, yes or no? It's only a question. Who likes to shop? Anybody comes to mind? Have you asked them the question? You ever met anybody on a plane sitting next to you? Left your number? Who bothers you at work? Who calls you at the job? Who watches a lot of TV? It's just a question. You ever had a problem with your car? Where'd you take it? Where'd you take it? It's just a question. Hey, by the way, real quick, before I forget, thank you so much for fixing the problem. Man, what would have happened to me if I didn't get those brakes fixed? Listen, if there was a way to take a $54 one-time out of pocket and turn it into several hundred thousand, would you want to know about it, yes or no? It's just a question. It's just a question. That's all it is. You go to church? Who goes to your church? It's just a question. Stop crying. I don't know anybody. It's just a question. How do you get started? Social media portals. Are you on Facebook? You think you're by yourself? There's 1.2 billion people on Facebook. Google. I think everybody on this call probably has a Google email. There's 1.6 billion people on Google. Who do you email? Who emails you? Stop crying. I didn't even know MySpace was still around. I never even heard of Tumblr. Do you tweet? 646 million people tweet. I don't even have a Twitter account. What about classmates.com? I never even heard of Bebo. But so what? 117 million other people have. Friendster? There's 93 million people on something called Friendster. Oh, I know about LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn profile. So there's 200 million other people. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? So what is all this talk about? I don't know anybody. Who am I gonna ask to do the business? I don't know anybody. Instagram has 150 million members out there. Are you serious? Or are you seriously not? This is how you get started. Do you want to build a business or not? How dare this be easy? If it was, what would be the value of millions of dollars? Everyone would have it. Everyone would have it. And if you're not on training, why not? If your team members are not on training, why not? They obviously don't know what they need to know to make millions. Because if they did, they would have the millions already. Who on earth would know how to have millions and not have it? There is no stronger proof. There is no stronger declaration than not having it that says you don't know how to get it. So, get trained. Here's your first 24-hour game plan. We're going to get nasty here, y'all. We're going to get messy. So, lean forward. Pay attention. Forget about the time. It's time for you. Help your new person get their enrollment link. Did you do that? Did you take the responsibility for that? Okay? Help your new rep make a quick list of 25 names, the sharpest people they know, not mama and them. Are you doing that? You see, if you're in the business for a few months and you're struggling, things ain't happening, have you done this? Or are you letting them enroll mama and them? This ain't a mama and them kind of operation. Who are the sharpest people they know? Challenge them. Get the cell number and their email and send it to the upline so they stay in communication with everything, so they stay in the loop. Every day I get people telling me, stop sending me this email. Stop sending me. That's okay. That's their decision. I'm quickly to take them off, and I thank them for their request and wish them well. But I'm going to send out communication to them. Oh, you're going to be communicated with. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It's your choice. Nobody's mad at you. You're still a great person. You're still paying your taxes. You're still a God-fearing person. You're still a good, hard-working person. There's nothing wrong with you if you don't want to do this. But make sure that you're in the communication link. Give your new rep details on where you are right now. Where's your team members right here? I got a bunch of team members that's not on this webinar right now. It's their choice. Give them the information. Nobody that works with me is without the information of the webinars. No one. No one anywhere on the planet. If they're working with Harry Flynn, they know about the webinars. That's not an option. They don't have to be on it. That's their choice. But they're going to know about it. They're going to know the peak interest language. As Coach Parker calls it, the script. They're going to know the script. I'm going to practice it with them. I'm going to have them say it to me. I'm going to say it to them. And then I'm going to play with it. I'm going to change my tone. I'm going to practice. I'm going to role play with them so they get it right. See? I want it to sound right. I'm going to take that 5 or 10, 15 minutes to show them how to do that. Okay? And I'm going to make sure they understand why they want to enroll their first 4, not my 4. When I catch a new person, a person I'm working with, when they say my 4, I stop them. No, it's not my 4. It's your first 4. Because we ultimately are going to go diamond. That's 200. There's people that's recruited over, personally enrolled or invited, over 1,000. Frank Calabro Jr. has enrolled over 1,300 people personally. So it's not my 4, it's your first 4. Why do you want to get your first 4 in your first week? Because the speed of the leader is the speed of the group. Plan to talk to your new rep every day for the next 7 days. Are you doing that? See, are these the little things that you're overlooking that could make the big difference in your business? Are you getting your new representative used to hearing your direction, used to hearing your voice? Are you helping them to become accountable to you? Or have you got one enrolled and you take the attitude of, I got me one. Yeah, I got me one. Wrong mindset. Wrong mindset. Are you doing these things? Or are you being casual, thereby becoming a casualty? See? These things are important. This is where it gets messy. This is why meals get missed. This is why sleep becomes minimal. And this is also why it ain't cut out for everybody. Find yourself another rep and get them started in the business the same way. We're getting there. This is the end of that document. Always remember, the speed of the leader is the speed of the group. Set your goal and be committed to your goal in action, not in word. Here's a discussion for you. See, we're getting messy now. See, here's a daily goal to keep you staying on course. Ask the question to 10 people a day for the first 7 days. That equates to 70 people, Pete, in your first week in the business. Have you done that? No. That will allow you to certainly enroll your first 4 key people in your first week. 4 out of 70. Of course, with an opportunity like this, you can't ask this question properly with energy, the kind of energy that Mrs. Jalene Parker has. Her voice, her energy level is so high. You can hear. She sounds excited all the time. She's got so much excitement, she just gives it out. Here's some for you, here's some for you, here's some for you, and you. Take it, take it, take it. That's Jalene Parker. That's the real Jalene Parker. She asks someone this question 70 times, she'll sign up 44 of them. Not just 4, but you got to do this. Here's the question. If there was a way to take a $54 one-time out of pocket and turn it over $500,000, would you want to know about it? Yes or no? Real quick. Side note. If you're speaking with someone you think is not comfortable with that 500,000 number, simply bring it down to where you think they can handle it. Maybe 300,000 or 100,000. Notice I'm not saying dollars here because we got people here that's all over the world. Maybe where they are, they're not talking dollars. Maybe they're talking pounds, pence, Deutschmarks, pesos, rubles, rands, naira, whatever, yens, francs. But there's still millions and thousands of them. Okay. Only a yes will get them the view of our presentation. Have you seen this presentation? Have you used it? And I always say you're in a hurry, right? Look, I've got to run right now, So may I check back in about an hour or two to hear what you liked about it? Very important. Will that be okay? Get their permission. Urgency, urgency. Jolene Parker, urgency, urgency. Hurry up, excited, excited, excited. I'm in a hurry. I gotta run. Got other things I gotta do real quick. I'll get back to you later. Urgency, urgency, urgency. That's key. Are you excited? Are you speaking with urgency? Or do you sound like this? Yo, check this out. You got time to talk? Sit down over here. Let's talk for a minute. Let's meet at Starbucks. I want to talk to you about something. I want you to take a look at something. I don't do that. I don't need to meet with them anywhere. Hey, look, real quick, before I forget, if there was a way to take a $54 one time out of pocket and turn it into over several $100,000, would you want to know about it? Just yes or no. I'm in a hurry. I got to run. You would? Great. Fantastic. Listen, I got to run right now. Take a look at this real quick. I'm going to send it to your cell phone. Do me a favor. Treat it like it's a 911 situation. Be a friend. I got to run, but I'll check back with you in about an hour or two to hear what you liked about it. That's very important. Will that be okay? Great. Listen, great seeing you. Great talking to you. You're looking good. I'll speak to you later this afternoon. Got to run. Bye. That's how I sound. If they say, well, look, I can't get to it till maybe Friday. Oh, no problem. Well, listen, don't even worry about it. I got to run right now anyway. I won't send anything to you. And we'll talk again on Friday and see if things are better for you. Got to go. I don't even give it to them at that point. I'm not going to wait around till Friday. If they can't look at it till Friday, then we'll talk on Friday. I got nothing to send you right now. I'm in a hurry. That's urgency. Keep listening, guys. This is our four-corner game plan. Have you seen the team game plan? So you're training right now. You tired? Hang in there. Do you need to stand up and stretch? We're still getting into it. Remember, this is going to get messy. This is how you start your business. That's why when you're on a plane and they get on the runway, that runway is only so short. It ain't but so long. Everybody's got to be strapped in, seats upright. The pilots, they're about to go full throttle. They're about to give that plane everything it's got. They don't save anything. Full throttle. We're about to take off. You'll feel the thrust when you're sitting in the seat. Because he's got to get this baby off the ground or we gonna crash. You got to give it all you got in the beginning. In the very beginning. In the very beginning. Full throttle. This is our game plan. Allow me to read it to you. We must remember, Four Corners provides each of us a most unique business opportunity to build wealth through financial literacy. We must internalize that. Not just say it, but internalize it. Financial education in ways not previously exposed. We have a business model that allows our money to work for us. It is a business model most unique and exclusive only to Four Corners. 7 income streams. There they are. There they are. All incomes are pretty much instant. We got the 4x6 matrix income, the 100% match on the matrix income, the newsletter residual income, the 100% match on the newsletter residual income. We have the Starian marketing system residual income, the 100% match on the Starian marketing residual income. And, as I showed you earlier, we've got the 25% retail profits on each of our financial literacy products. With our business model, the game plan is threefold. What does that mean? I'm breaking it down for you right here like a fraction. We must personally recruit at least 20 qualified people, only 3 or 4 checkers. Number 2, while upgrading through 6 levels of financial literacy products. Number 3, until our 4x6 matrix is complete in excess of over 5,500 people. This game plan could equate to millions of dollars. 90% wrong and even 10% right still equals hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here's our discussion. This is a key piece of discussion right here. Please, I'm going to read it for you. Listen, read it with me. Leaving the game plan is a sign of panic. And panic is not in our game plan. We must stay the course. Our biggest temptation is to think we need to do something different, while instead, we need to just take the time to learn to do what we must do. Success is uncommon and not to be enjoyed by the common person. We're looking for uncommon people because we want to be successful, not average. Some people are uncommon by their God given natural abilities, like being blessed with the vertical jump of a Michael Jordan or a tonality of speech like a Barack Obama, while others have to work to become uncommon, like a Steve Kerr, head coach of the NBA's Golden State Warriors, who shot 500 free throws a day to make himself uncommon. The truth is that most people have a better chance to become uncommon by effort than by natural gifts. You see, anyone could give that effort in his or her chosen endeavor, but the typical person doesn't, choosing to do only enough to get by. What we do is we do what we do, whatever it takes, no excuses and no explanations. That's our four corner team game plan. Print it out, post it to your refrigerator. Coach Parker says put it on your bathroom mirror, hang it from your rearview mirror in your car. I don't know, but put it to where you can see it every day. This is the four corner team game plan. Here's the four checkers. Are you aware of the four checkers? This is why it's not a mama and them kind of business. Remember, it's getting messy now. You have to be aware of all these things. These are skills or tools that you must utilize in building your business and getting it off to a successful start. Check number one, talk to a self motivated person. Self motivated. Check number two, the person you're talking to, do they have influence over others? Do they supervise? Do they manage? Do they hire and fire? Do people come to them for their advice? Do they have a positive influence over people? Are you talking to people that are self-motivated and have influence? Are you talking to someone that has a work ethic? Or are you talking to someone that's lazy? Someone's always laying around doing nothing. Got plenty of time on their hand. Are you talking to someone with a work ethic? How do you know? That they're a hard worker. Maybe they've had 2 or more jobs at one time. They're always busy, always doing something to make money. They have a work ethic. They're known to have little or no leisure time. They have a work ethic. Perhaps it's hard to catch up with them because they're always on the go. They have a work ethic. You know people like that. Check 4, past success. Has this person had a past similar level of success? Maybe in another marketing company. Maybe you know them to be a leader. Maybe you know them to have earned their bins. They've taken trips abroad, globally. They traveled to resorts due to their production in their company. They weren't just involved, but they were leading. They were successful. There's a difference between commitment and involvement. Were they committed, which led to their success? Not just involved. There's a difference. Are you talking to those kinds of people? Here's my discussion. Very key when you're building a business. Your challenge right now is to listen, to pay attention. Are you? If you're sitting in a room with 4 or 5 people, notice, look to your left, look to your right. Is everybody paying attention? If you see someone moving around down doing other things, that person's not someone you ought to follow. That's not the person to copy. That's not the cat to copy. You follow me? Watch this. When recruiting people in our industry, it's very important to consider one's characteristics and what he or she brings to your organization. Establishing the proper criteria for your business and being committed to that criteria will greatly affect whether your business will grow and expand with quality people or become stagnant with no growth due to an excess of people in your organization that are alien to the specifics governing success. We're not looking for everyone. We're looking for the right ones. For these reasons, it's strongly suggested you personally look to recruit only people meeting at least three of the four checks. These guys up here. Recruit only three or four checkers. Many times, other people can lead you to the three and four checkers. As I like to always say, every dud knows a stud like every weenie knows a hot dog. That means sometimes the wrong people can even lead you to the right people. I'll give you an example. Many of you on this call right now were not personally enrolled by me. Other people that are no longer doing the business recruited some people that are no longer doing the business, enrolled some people that are no longer doing the business, enrolled some people that are no longer doing the business. And you are here working with Harry Flynn. See, sometimes the wrong people can lead you to the right people because every dud knows a stud like every weenie knows a hot dog. And that's who we're looking for, the hot dogs and the studs. I hope that makes sense. It's getting messy. Here's your 4-day game plan. You've seen this in my presentations. Here's a breakdown of it. This is what you want to do. Something to help you stay on track. If you're looking to start your business, we're in training. Notice how unique this is. We're getting this kind of detailed training. You're sitting at home. You're not sitting in a hotel room somewhere necessarily. You know, some of you have gotten together and formed a little small group, and that's cool. But for the most part, you don't have to. You can stay home and get this training. That's an indication of how powerful our opportunity is. You don't need to leave your home. This is home-based business. But here's your 30-day goal, broken down like a fraction. See? Everybody here starting at $53, $54. You enroll your first four your first week. Next week, those four each enroll their first four. 2 weeks later, these 16 each enroll their first four. If you follow this blueprinted game plan here and you talk with people that have a work ethic, that understand focus, commitment, they agree to understand and do what they have to do, in 3 weeks, here it is. 1 week, second week, third week. These four people, each made $720. Because of the 100% match, you got $720 times 4, $2,880. Plus your own $720, $3,600. Your first 3 rows are now complete. When you help 4 people complete their first 3 rows, what happens over the next couple of weeks is that 4th row starts to fill in. When that 4th row is filled in, you just made another $6,144 on just the 4th row or 4th generation or 4th level when they all buy their 4th level financial literacy products. That $6,000 plus that $3,600, you've made roughly 10 grand in your first, say, 2 months. That's doable if you get the right people on your team. It's not doable if you got all the wrong people on your team. You got people that don't understand training, don't understand commitment, don't have a work ethic, don't have influence. Then this is not going to happen. You get the right people. This is what's on the table for you. 30-day game plan. Watch this. Watch this. Secret to recruiting. Let me highlight that for you. I know you guys are getting tired, but such is the nature of the beast. I want you to take a look at what I'm saying here. I'm going to highlight this for you. The secret of recruiting. The secret of recruiting. How did I get that back? What did I do? Let's come back here. What did I just do? Let's bring this back up to 100%. Here we go. All right. Here we go. The secret of recruiting. The secret of recruiting is not in finding the right person, but in being the right person. Now, many of you have this document, but I'm going to read it to you because sadly, I can tell from talking to you, many of you don't get this. You haven't read it. So I'm going to read it for you. I'm going to read it for you. Many representatives feel all they have to do is find one good person and then they can retire. But somehow, that superstar never seems to come into their group. The representative waits, searches, and that one good person is never found. Professional recruiters know that it is easier to attract good people rather than searching, selling, begging, advertising, cajoling, and blackmailing prospects into becoming a new representative. Professionals spend their efforts attracting new good representatives to their business by setting the example and being the kind of person winners want to be with. How do they do it? By becoming the right person, the type of leader people are desperately searching for. The vast majority of humanity is looking for positive, inspirational, and knowledgeable guidance. And since there are so few leaders around that, since there are so few leaders around that can provide this, professional recruiters only have to provide this service. This is why it is important to work harder on you than on your work. Now, watch this. Pay attention to this analogy here. Pay attention. Imagine that a drunken bum on Skid Row was looking for a good prospect. Along comes the mayor of the city on an afternoon walk. The drunken bum approaches the mayor and offers to show him how to reach financial freedom and personal improvement, as well as guidance to reach his lofty goals. The mayor is a good representative prospect. But how do you think the mayor will respond to the drunken bum's invitations? Now, imagine that the President of the United States was a representative looking for a good prospect. Again, the mayor of the city walks by, and this time, the President of the United States approaches him with the proposition of reaching his financial goals and personal improvement, etc. The mayor is the same prospect in both examples, but do you think he'll respond differently? The difference is obvious. The mayor would be attracted to the president because he was the right person. What's the point here, ladies and gentlemen? Our challenge is to become the right person. Otherwise, no matter how hard we try to locate the right people, we will fail because we cannot offer what they're looking for in a leader. We must have the characteristics, the attitudes, and skills that people are looking for. In order to develop these characteristics of leadership, it is imperative that we understand that we and only we are responsible for where we are in life. The person controlling our destiny is us. When we're faced with challenges and obstacles, do we find excuses in others, or do we accept the situation and find a solution? Life success somehow gravitates to the leaders who understand this simple law. What happens to us in life does not determine our success or failure. Rather, it is how we react to the challenges that determines our destiny. The secret to recruiting. Work on you. Here's another one I want to share with you very quickly. Results determine success. Here's an analogy. If you hired a person to paint your house and he spent the whole day just talking about it, would you reward him with payment? What if he worked hard stirring the paint, but never got around to putting the paint on the house? What if he spent extra time cleaning his brush? Or maybe he spent 3 days arranging the drop cloth, but never got around to painting. Your painter certainly produced much effort and activity, but is that enough for him to be successful? Would you efforts, or would you choose only to reward his results? Effort and activity are far removed from results. Successful people concentrate on their results. They are the first ones to say, I didn't produce, or I did not produce. Unsuccessful people concentrate on activity. Their statements may be, I'm not being paid enough for my work. I tried, but I just didn't get anywhere. My sponsor should help me more. My representative should work harder. The company should pay more. My expenses are more than my income. Why can't the world make it easier for me? There should be a guarantee. There's too much emphasis on training and not on selling. There's just not enough training. I'm doing all the work. Why is my sponsor making all the money? They will expend a huge amount of effort in trying to change the universal law. People, rewards are based on results. Trophies and awards go to the winners, not the whiners. Results determine your success. People, we're getting messy right about now. That's all we're doing. We're getting messy. I'm giving you the details, the things that make a difference. We talked about this Thursday night, edification triangle. We talked about how to take yourself out of the picture when trying to enroll people or invite people as prospects. How you need to edify. Edification must be something you begin to do very naturally, very naturally, very naturally, without thought. How to speak well of others. Many of you are politicking. Many of you get with each other and you're talking bad about someone. And then you're trying to front and act like this person is helping, but you're talking down about that person. You think that person doesn't know it, but you're taking power or the ability for that person to influence someone coming into your business away from you. You're playing a game. You're not serious. You're seriously not serious. You have to edify and be positive about people that you're working with. That's what team means. Together, everyone achieves more. Mrs. Jolene Parker talked about that in the beginning of our session this morning. She showed you that team, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. Are you working together or are you perpetrating a fraud? Are you edifying? Are you building up the person that's going to help you build your business? See? What are you saying about that person? Are you talking about their past, their current, and their future in a positive light? You see? Edification is a big word that means to speak well of someone. That way you take yourself out of the picture. And by doing so, that gives them the credibility to put someone in business for you. See? For you. Say it again. For you. Edification. Some of you elect to start your business by doing launch calls. This has always been my favorite approach. How do you do a launch call? Now, all I'm doing is showing you all of the things. There's a lot of tools here that you've been trained on, you have in your possession. Some of you are saying, well, I've never seen this before. Well, that's the problem. It's not because you don't have it, you just haven't looked at it. It's in your possession. Go through some of your emails. I've invited you guys. Set up a special folder, a special library, as it were, for all of your Four Corners training materials, all of your documents. I do it. Miss Kati and Kim does it. The leaders do it. You have to do it. Okay? If you want to do a launch call, look, the purpose of a launch call is to get your business started quickly and turn a major profit right away for your story. The faster you build your business, the easier it is to grow a successful home-based business. The slower you build your business, the harder it becomes to maintain the work ethic involved for you to become financially free. Always remember, I said this before, the speed of the leader determines the speed of the group. Here's the process. It's right here. Immediately, schedule your first launch call within your first 72 hours. I started a business, get my ID number, get my website on one morning. That very evening, I got my launch call in place. I've got people call from all over the country and other countries dialing into my launch call number. I introduce and edify the speaker. That speaker covers everything. I make a list of my 100 prospects. Contact the top 20 to 25, as many as I can. I get on the phone with each of them. I let them know as quickly as I can. Hey, listen, I've just launched a major project that has major income potential attached to it. It's all centered around financial literacy. Are you available on such and such a date at such and such a time to get all the details from one of the executives in the company? Now, I need a firm commitment because Mr. Parker is extremely busy and has taken the time out of his or her schedule or his schedule to share this movement with a few of my business-minded people. Can I count on you to be on the call? I'm not going to accept, I'll try. I'll try to me means no. Thank you very much. Got to run. Bye. I got to let my sponsor or expert know the type of people who will be on the call. Give them their background. Give them the background. Okay. And I never cancel, or else I'll lose the respect of my sponsor or expert and their time to help build my business. See, I got to be committed because my expert and sponsor is only looking to work with committed people. I'm going to get on the call 5 minutes early to welcome the people to the call. And 5 minutes afterwards, I'm going to introduce my speaker, and I'm going to be quiet. I won't say another word. I'm never going to correct them. I'm not going to cut the sponsor, the expert off, because they're the expert. I have nothing else to say. After the call is over, the phone should be ringing with people either ready to sign up or ask questions. Now, here's something that some of you are missing. Ask your prospect, what do they like best? Properly edify your sponsor and expert. Properly. We talked about it on Thursday night. You have that in training. It's recorded. And I'll set up a three-way call. Now watch this. If necessary. If necessary. I'm not going to slow the process down if it ain't necessary. If the person's ready to go, I'm going to sign them up. If they're ready to go, they get my link and they're signed up. I don't slow them down to put them on the phone with a three-way call if it's not necessary. Very key. We're getting messy here. This is how you do a proper introduction. You see, what I'm showing you is everything you need to do is already in place, as we promised you in our presentation. As Mrs. Jolene Parker talked about earlier, we do a huge training. We leave no stone unturned. We cover everything from soup to nuts. We give you word for word. You're looking at it. This is word for word on everything you need to do and not do to be successful. We're not just being facetious when we say that or any other vernacular you choose to use. We break it down for you like a fraction. We're not just saying it because it sounds good. On this team, it is real. It is real on this team. It is real. You understand? You're looking at it. This is the detail. How do you introduce? Read it. If you don't know how to do a professional introduction, read it. It'll be perfect every time. Read it, and you'll be successful. Everything is right here for you. Okay. So, let's inspect what you expect. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to myself. I'm just letting you in on a private conversation I'm having with myself. I'm talking to myself. I now must inspect what I expect. So let's see. How you doing? Are you still focused? Are you still paying attention? Are you still taking notes? You answer those questions. Or have you gotten tired, gotten sidetracked? Just gone on too long? Maybe many of you have long since signed off. You got to run to Lowe's, Home Depot. You have some prior commitments you must keep. Where are you? I'm telling you the truth. We're building a very real business here. Very real business we're building. How to is necessary. Some of you may want to do a group presentation. Well, here it is here for you. Document it. Document it. I've traveled the country. I've traveled other countries. I've always used the same format to present and talk about my business. 8 steps. This is the order in which I present when I'm talking to a group of people. This is the 8-step group presentation details for those desirous to do hotel meetings or the sort. See, the how-to is right here. People, please hear these words coming out of my mouth. Everything you need to do is right here. About a month ago, a partner of mine, Miss Kati and Kim, she spoke earlier, helping me answer some questions, very great questions that were answered or asked. She talked about something called a scotoma, a mental blind spot, where people sometimes they're looking for things that's right in front of them the whole time. But the only reason they can't see it right in front of them is because they believe they can't see it. I'm trying to help you break free of that scotomic state. Everything you need is right here. You just have to open your eyes and see it. This is how you do a presentation. Introduction, 3 minutes. Just a little bit of information about yourself. Relate with the audience. Make them feel like, me too, me too, me too. They kind of got to feel like, he's just like me. He or she is just like me. I can relate to that. Yeah, I felt that way about my job. Okay? 2 minutes on the industry. 5 minutes on the industry. Describe the industries in which we're involved in. Financial literacy. Build a case for it. The precedents. Home-based business. Just take 5 minutes to talk about it. 2 minutes. State the facts on our company history. 2-year operation. David Harrison info. Then you go into the products. 5 minutes. Give information on our products. Legit. Ethical. Read perhaps the FTC, Federal Trade Commission statement. Make sure they understand that all commissions are based on sales. This is an above-board, legit business. No money is earned unless sales are made. Help them understand that. And then take 18 to 20 minutes to briefly break down the compensation. Break down our 7 income streams. Use contrast and compare. That is technically what it's called. It's called contrast. Oops, let me go back. I'm sorry. I apologize. Use contrast and compare for the big numbers to make it believable. How about half? How about half again? How about half of that? You give them a big number, and then you help them understand half of it, half of that, half of that. What you're doing is you're psychologically allowing them to put themselves in the picture. You're allowing them to enroll themselves into the business by making their mind think, hey, I don't know if I can do that, but I can do that. I don't know if I can do that, but I think I can do that. I don't know if I can do that, but I know I can do that. That's the power of contrast and compare. From a speaking standpoint, that is what it's called. You're learning right now. Are you taking notes? Okay. 6, the future. Spend 2 minutes. Explain the future vision of our company, being the first and unique company of this type. We're in 100 countries in just 2 years. What does that mean for us? And the training. This is key. Many of you know me, I preach training. Here's the point in training. If you're doing a group presentation, you want to have strong posture. Here's the posture. We have step-by-step, even word-for-word training from documented experts on how to. Every Saturday, we leave no stone unturned. You're watching it right now. Training is most important. Here's what I say when I'm talking to a group. If you can't commit to training, keep your little $18 and $54 in your pocket, for we're not interested or looking for you. That's posture. That's posture. If you cannot commit to training, keep your little $18 and $54 in your pocket, for we are not interested or looking for you. And the close. The 1, 2, 3 close is referred to in speaking as a call to action close. It is a call to action close. That's why I use the 1, 2, 3 close. 1, I'm in. How do I get started? 2, questions. Get them answered. 3, not interested. Offer support. That's the 1, 2, 3 close. Either way, they need to act. If they're not interested, give your support. Look at your friends' products. Buy some of their products. Order some of them through their website. How can it help your household, even though you're not wanting to be a part of the business? Can you still be helped or aided or benefited from the use of our products? That's the call to action close. See, everything that you need is right here. That is the purpose for this lengthy, unique training this Saturday. We've never done a training of this sort before. You're here. Maybe. Or maybe you were here but left. I don't know. We haven't done this one before. We hope you understand that when you do a group presentation, 45 minutes max. 45 minutes to do all these 8 steps in a group setting. In a group setting. It's all right here. This is documented for you. So let's summarize everything to put things in the proper perspective. Number 1, again, you're building a business with potential of millions or at least hundreds of thousands. The business is global with people from all walks of life. You started with only 18 to 54 US dollars. An endeavor of this magnitude should require effort and focus. An endeavor of this magnitude should require effort and focus. It should require that you change some things in your life. This doesn't give you a 25th hour of the day. This business will not provide you an 8th day of the week. No such thing. You're going to have to massage or change in what you were doing in your allotted 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But that can only be done by you. We can't help you with that. You are going to have to make time for the business. Like building a home, it's blueprinted. You just follow it exactly. Other tools required along your road to success. This is the key one. Reading. You must read books of personal growth. Why? Because you cannot go as you are. You must grow to go. You see, we know you must read because if you already knew everything you needed to know to make millions, why don't you already have it? Why have you not already done it? There is no way you can know what steps to take, when to go left, when to go right, when to take 2 steps back, when to jump forward. There's no way you can know that and not already have it. So, you must learn. You must read. You must grow. There's a document on our team, Leaders versus Distributors. I put this document together personally, my own true experience, based on when I went to Europe. I think it was 1998 or 1999. Leaders versus Distributors. Which one are you? Which one are you? Read that document. Here's another document. Earn 1 million. It's key to financial literacy. You have it in your possession. If you don't have it, ask your sponsor. Ask your enroller. If they don't have it, honor that. Honor what you have just been told. I cannot help you. I don't have it. And you keep asking someone till you find someone in your line of sponsorship that has that document. Earn 1 million. How to earn 1 million. It is key to financial literacy. How can you not have that document? How can you not read it? It's a little news bulletin. If you haven't seen it, read it. Get it and read it. Earn 1 million. If you're hearing this for the first time now, are you going to ask your enroller, as I just advised you? If they don't have it, are you going to ask somebody else? And going to keep asking somebody else and ask somebody else until you can get your hands on it? Earn 1 million. It is key to financial literacy. Another document. Start your own MLM business. Have you read that? Guess where that came from? Financial Literacy 1. When you get started in this business, one of your downloadable documents in the Financial Literacy 1 ebook set is a separate manual. Start your own MLM business. Have you read it? Have you read it? If you haven't, fix it. Get it, download it, read it. Start your own MLM business. It guides you on the things you must do. Remember, are you serious or are you seriously not? Only you can answer that question. See, today, we're having a Four Corners church session right now. Oh, yeah. The true value of residual income. Have you looked at that document? We've trained on that. Miss Kati and Kim has trained on the true value of residual income. It's key to financial literacy. You're in a business, Four Corners, offering 2 global residual income streams. Are you on them? If not, hint, hint, clue, clue. What are you doing here? How can you help people? How can you help them? Okay, the true value of residual income is key to financial literacy. This is church. And the absolute biggie, training. 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 And the absolute biggie, training. 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 So, with that being said, as I always like to close with, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Folks, that is the conclusion of our training today. What I'm going to do right now is ask my partner today, our awesome, excitable host with that most unique voice. She is so power-packed with energy. To open the lines, please, if you would. And I want to thank everybody for listening to today's training. I hope you took notes. Again, this has been Mary Ann's baby boy, Harry Flynn, saying it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure and an outright privilege. I want to thank you guys for listening. Have a great and prosperous day. I'm going to ask Ms. Jolene Parker to open the lines as you close out today's very... Thank you. Mrs. Parker, you have it. Thank you so much.